Morning, brothers. Top of the morning to you. Check out the t-shirt. For you that don't get it, somebody in the comment and tell you. Alrighty, so today it's summery, almost not officially summer yet. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's Saturday. It's in the 90s. Been in the 90s for a week or so here in North Carolina. So it's time for some summery type soaps. And what is the most iconic summer using soap that there is out there? What scent? Lime. Going to go basic. Razorock essential oil of lime. Matching aftershave. Yes. Haven't used this basically since last spring, summer, I guess. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And apparently I haven't used it much, so I don't know if I leave this, yeah. It's losing the scent. I mean, yes, this one's probably at least a year, if not 2 years old. Haven't really used it a lot. And I used to love to have this. We would wipe through, my wife and I would wipe right through the lime scent one. So if I leave this out, in fact, I think I will, so my wife can use it as well, because she enjoys the lime as well. Alrighty, so we're gonna run that hot water a little bit. Sorry that we're hearing the running water noise, because I just haven't prepared my stuff yet. And I'm gonna bowl lather. I haven't bowl lathered in a while. So yeah, we're bowl lathering today. I'm trying to remember if I did that last weekend with y'all. And I almost went for the Arco soap again, because I was just surprising how much I enjoyed that soap. I really did. So yes, it's definitely a thumbs up for the Arco. But yeah, we're gonna go to the lime. Good old Razorock house brand. Not horribly expensive. You know, it's not expensive. I can't say horribly. It's not expensive at all. It's a good value. Here we go. Water's running warm now. I need a brush. I need a different brush. We're gonna put away this brush. I need a brush. What is this? All right, we're gonna do that. Okay, I haven't done badger or any animal hairs in a while, so we're doing animal hair today. And I didn't prep it first. It's just sitting in the bowl. We're running water. I'm gonna let that fill. I'm gonna pause now, let that fill, wash up, and then we'll be back. Okay, guys, and I'm back, and as you can tell by the dampness of my t-shirt, yes, I just washed my face, so I didn't show you that today. But yes, we used the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Cube pre-shave soap, washed the face with it, and rinsed that off. In the meantime, I've whipped up lather with my Parker Silver Tip Badger. Yeah, nice soap. Here we go. Plenty, look at all that. Gobs of lather. And I wasn't real patient with this today, so I'm just curious. I only let it soak for like a minute. Usually I'm like 5 minutes or so on a natural hair brush, but I didn't today. So hopefully it's going to be okay. It's feeling okay. It performed okay. I just hope I didn't damage like hairs in it by being impatient. I got stuff to do today. Gotta run to the post office and send back crash bar I ordered for my motorcycle. Does not fit. Got to order the wrong one. I've reordered the right one from Bung King for my Harley Dyno Wide Glide. Oh, razor of the day. I'm starting it and I haven't even shown you. The handle is off my Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. The original, not Ascension, what do you call it? The double open comb, the original one. I got that years ago, so I used the handle because I had replaced that handle with just the bomber handle there. But this handle is on this head. This is just a cheap head. Then again, Italian barber. They're slant. See how it's cockeyed? Slant razor. And I did have to line up. It took me a minute to just line that up right, because when you put it in there and just put a head on it, it doesn't line up right. It goes cockeyed, and I just never liked it because of that. But after watching the video, I haven't used this in years, so we're using this for the first time. They were more expensive, $130 razor at the time, and I sold it because I just didn't care for it. It was, too much bother. But I'm using it today, so this is the cheap version. So it's just a head, no handle. And I usually have a handle or two laying around anyway. And because it's a razor I don't use often, I won't put a decent handle on it. A little something like that there. And of course, the whole idea of these slant razors is it's supposed to slice it at an angle, so slice it instead of just chop it. It's supposed to make it even smoother and just a nicer shave, less apt to get ingrowns and all that stuff. So that's why you would want to use this. It's a noisy razor. Cool. And just to be clear, I like the noise the razor makes. You know, if it's noisy, I like that. So to me, it's not a negative at all. And of course, under the nose, we're going to use the twig. Always the twig under the nose when I got the half mustache. Oh, yes, yes. Try to get it even. I'm trying to lower it down just a tick too. I think it's starting to creep up again. So I'm trying to get it down, but just gradually. And last week this side was higher, so I was just trying to, you know, even that out so it looks better today. Hard to tell with soap all over it, but we'll find out in a minute when I wipe all that soap off. But yeah, I don't wash off the soap between shave between, you know, the different steps here. Between the passes. I just don't. In reality, you're not either, so it's like you'll have to just grin and bear it and watch my soapy face. Yeah, I know. The more it covers up, the better it is anyway. I understand. Yeah, the parkour is performing well, in spite of my lack of proper hydration. Second pass against the grain. Okay. Granted, my first pass had 4 days growth on it, so this is getting through that stuff, and it did. But this is where, to me, it's starting to shine. The second pass, where I've only got the normal amount now. It's funny, I can almost feel the difference between the slicing and the chopping. Yeah, I can hear a slight difference, but that, of course, total quantities too of the middle and all that. So, but I can. Thinking about it, to me, almost sounds like it's that, you know, that fractions of a second longer that is hanging on the hair as it's slicing it from the angle. At least that's what it seems like to me. But then again, I'm slowing it down to listen to it, and and it's going slower, so yeah, it probably is. Don't question my science. Okay, yeah, we're just having fun. Okay, third pass against the grain. And look at that thing. Looks like somebody just twisted it with their hands or something, like the strong man at the circus. Okay, on that third pass, kind of liking that. And yes, it's a mild razor. Didn't mention that earlier, but yes, it is. Flip it around. other side. Yeah, don't feel like it's going to reach out and bite me. I just don't. And now that I've said that, I know. Try not to get too close in there. Stretching out the neck. There, yeah. Yeah, nice. Competent razor. Probably give it a solid 8 out of 10. I mean, this handle is probably not the best handle ever, but still, with the performance of the head, I'm really just kind of speaking to the head itself. Solid 8 out of 10. Yeah, definitely. And probably as I clean up and all that stuff too, and give it like, give it 15-20 minutes to everything reset back in. As your hair is like sucking a little bit, it will feel even better. Competent, very competent. Yeah. So if you're interested, for the price, I don't know. I assume that they still sell it. This is probably at least 5 years old, at least. I'm saying, if not more, when they first came out with it at Italian Barber. So I might try that with a different head. Or handle rather, next time. I'll probably use it through the week, which is only going to be once or twice. It won't be much. I just don't shave every day right now. I'm just so busy. I just don't. It takes away my time in front of the computer to do work. There we go. Go, fluffed it, squeezed it once with a towel, then 7 times this way, 90 degrees, 7 times again, and fluffed it up nice, and let that on the shelf and dry. Same with this. Let me just wipe that off with a towel, put it on the shelf. There we go, wiped off the top of the head, so it's shiny. Okay, we're gonna rinse out the bowl. Of course, I better rack for that, let that dry. The soap really didn't get outside the bowl, so it's just light lime right now because it's a couple years old. The soap was, it was decent. I mean, not stellar, but no, for the price, it's like it just did its job. That's what I'm looking for. It did its job. And do I enjoy a nice soap with good, residual slickness and all that? Yes, I do. But technique goes a long way. When I was, especially down here on this side, when I was coming after it, super light touch. I mean, just really just weight of the razor, and that's all. Makes a difference. You bear down, you're going to get razor burn. So technique will cover performance issues too with some of your equipment and your software. And I'm not complaining about that soap by any means. That soap was competent, it was good, it was a decent soap. Nothing super fantastic, but good middle of the road soap. It was good. It's like enough, say if you're on a budget too, especially look at the Razorock at Italian Barber. I'm telling you, I like this stuff. Will I buy more? Yes. Yes, I will. All right, you got that. Now I want to rinse off with cold. Before I put the aftershave on, let's give a cold water rinse out. And it's just tap water, so bear with me, just splash on some cold water. Not running quite as cold as it did in the wintertime, so yeah, I like to go straight to the tap instead of using the washcloth. Okay, a little dry off on the pat dry on the towel off screen. Okay. Cucumber witch hazel. Thayers witch hazel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there we go. Yes, I count how many splashes. Because it's just the right amount. That's why I do it. Consistency. That's why I count how many strokes clockwise and counterclockwise I do too. It's just, I'm trying to keep my performance consistent. So what I'm showing you is consistent. So we're looking at different products, given the same amount of, swirls per soap and all that stuff, and bowl lathering, all that. It's all consistent, so you can see consistency. Look at the stack of shampoo pucks in there, and yeah, I've got another one on the way. I did order a couple of honeysuckle things from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. That stuff is so good. Oh, I'm looking forward to that coming in. I got the sticker. The sticker I got, they came in separately. So I got that already. I'm just waiting for the product. So you'll see that probably next week. Okay, I'm just kind of giving some splashes to what seems good. The lime. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, very limey. Very nice. Feeling sting right here. Right here. Not a usual sting place for me. I must have not been paying enough attention and got a little heavy-handed on that spot. But yeah, I normally don't feel sting right here. But one of the nice things about an alcohol-based aftershave is, yeah, all the stings, you know what you've done to your face. So looking much better. Of course, it's yeah. I just shaved and it's just put on aftershave. So in the camera, it looks way more red than it does just here under the lights. All of which calms down here in 5 minutes. It won't be that way anymore. So, whew. I'm feeling that under the nose right there too. Yeah, so I got in close and tight there. I did. So I'm not surprised that I'm feeling it right in there. Yeah, done good. Let me put this down. So I'm gonna put this right there. Yes, I have a few aftershaves. A few hundred, no, just a few. Probably more like 30. Well, felt good, guys. So if you're interested in the slant razor and you don't want to go to the big bucks yet, yeah, try that. Just buy the head. Put on the handle you already have from Italian Barber. Give that a shot. I think a lot of the manufacturers have them. I think West Coast Shaving has them. I think Phoenix has one too. I think they do. And of course, you could try Maggard. I think Maggard's has one. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, is that a Maggard's? And no, I think that's Italian Barber. But I think Maggard's might have one as well. So there's a few places around where you can go shopping and looking for that, just to try one. Especially if you can get it inexpensively like that one. I don't think it was $20, maybe $30 tops for that head. To try something different, and yeah, light touch, feels nice and smooth. Solid 8 for that head, I'd say. Yeah, definitely a solid 8. Like a little bit more weight too, but that's part of that handle is just a cheap little handle I put on there. But so that would probably help a little bit too. But overall performance, yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10. I really do. And I'm not knocking an 8 out of 10. To me, Edwin Jagger's an 8 out of 10, and that's all time great razor. So yeah, I've got one full 10 and one's like 9.9 that I have razors that I have, but they're all expensive. But I do have solid 9s that are not expensive. To get a solid 8 razor, to me, to give you a comparison, for me, any of the Gillette techie type razors are 7 at best. They're just I mean, at best 6.5 really for me. They don't wow me. They don't give good enough performance, and that's not pleased with it. But if you need a mild razor, there you go. For you, it would be awesome. For me, it's just not. I need something takes a little bit more whisker off. So that's my comparison, my notes. So just to give, so if you find that my ratings hit the mark for you, then great. If you think no, mine are way too high or way too low, that gives you something to compare to. So that's what my ratings are about. They're just for me personally, and you can use that to help guide you as you make your ratings and what you like. But yeah, I like that razor. Actually, that's probably going to have to come out and play a little bit more now that I've. And you do have to take that extra second just to straighten it out. Maybe one of these times I'll show you that. But I just had to get on there and I had to push it with my nail and pull down the cap and make sure it was right. Probably 30 seconds maximum extra time with it. But yeah, 30 seconds I had to take with it. So not something I really want to fiddle with on a weekday. I just don't want to take the extra time on a weekday. Overall, happy, and I hope you enjoyed. Go with God.